Hey! So today I'm showing you how to crochet this tiny little heart stitch. So it's a really simple stitch. It just uses single crochets, but then we're using the two different colors with kind of a different technique, and that creates the tiny little hearts in your crochet work. So what you'll need is two different colors of yarn, and you want them to be kind of contrasting colors so that you'll see the hearts well. Then I'm also using a 2.5mm hook, some scissors and a tapestry needle to weave in the ends. So we're going to start with the main color. So I'm going to be using white, and then later on we're going to be adding the color that we're using for the hearts. So you're first going to be making a slip knot. So you always want to be chaining a number of stitches that is a multiply of 4 and then plus 1. So I'm going to be chaining 21 stitches to show you. Once you have chained the number of stitches that you want to start in the second chain from the hook, and you just want to single crochet all the way to the end. Once you reach the end, you want to flip your work and then continue on the other side. So I'm actually not chaining one at the end of each row. I know a lot of people do that, but I recently learned on Instagram that if you don't do that, you get way straighter edges. I'll show you the difference on screen now. So the left is the one where I chained one after each row and then turned my work. And the white one is where I didn't chain one and just turned my work. So as you can see, the edges are way straighter that way, and I like the look of that way better. So that's a good tip for you. So once you've turned your work, you are going to single crochet across again. Once you get at the end of the row, you just want to flip over your work and not chain anything. So in this third row, we are going to add the second color and make the first row of hearts. So you want to grab your second color, like so, and you want to kind of put it on the back of your work. And we're just going to do the first single crochet, like so. So you want to insert your needle in the stitch and then make sure that the other color yarn is on top of your hook. You're going to grab the white yarn and just pull through like you normally would, and then finish off the stitch like you normally would. Then we're going to do another just single crochet with the white yarn. So you're going to insert your hook again and just make sure that the red yarn is on top of your hook, and you're going to grab the white yarn and just pull through like you normally would and just finish off the stitch. And then in the third stitch we're going to be making a heart stitch. So you're going to insert your hook like you normally would, but then instead of grabbing the white yarn, you're going to be grabbing the red yarn. So pull up a loop. So now I've got two different colored loops on my hook, and I'm just going to finish off the stitch by grabbing the white yarn and pulling it through both of the loops. And as you can see, it creates a tiny little heart in your work. Then we're just going to be doing two regular single crochets with the white yarn again. And then another heart. So insert your hook and grab the red yarn instead of the white yarn. Pull up a loop and then finish it off with the white yarn. And that is basically it for this row. So I'm going to be doing a heart stitch every third stitch. So I'm always going to be having two white stitches in between each heart stitch, and also at the beginning and at the end. So you're going to continue like this all the way to the end of the row, and I'll show you what to do then. And then once you get to the end of row 3, you should have ended with 2 white stitches, just like in the beginning. And you just want to flip your work. Now you want to be keeping your red yarn in front of your work. And we're just going to be inserting our hook underneath the red yarn into the stitch, and just grab the white yarn, pull up a loop, and then finish off the single crochet like you normally would. And you're just going to continue that all the way across. So the red yarn is basically going to be hidden by the white yarn, so it's basically going to be inside the row of white yarn, so it won't show on this side. So again, you're going to be inserting your hook underneath the red yarn into the stitch, grab the white yarn, pull up a loop, and then just finish off the single crochet. And that is basically what you're going to be doing for the rest of the row. Once you get to the end of the row, you want to flip over your work, and it is possible that you see a little bit of the contrasting color yarn through the other color, and you want to fix that by just pulling on it lightly, and that just should make it disappear. So we're going to continue on this side again. So you want to be putting your red yarn on the back of your work again. And we're basically going to be doing the same as row 3. So I'm going to be inserting my hook into this stitch, making sure that the red yarn is on top of my hook. I'm going to be grabbing the white yarn, pull up a loop, and then just finish off the single crochet. Then another white stitch, and then we're going to be doing a half stitch again. So insert your hook into the stitch, grab the red yarn, pull up a loop, and then finish it off with the white yarn. Then 2 white stitches again, and then another half stitch with the red yarn. So as you can see, this is a very simple pattern, and it just looks really cute for how simple it is. So whenever you start on this side, you want to make sure that this yarn is really tight, because otherwise you will have a little loop kind of sticking out on the side, and you really don't want that. So you want to make sure that it's tightly against your work, and then you won't have any loops that stick out. And as you can see with the white yarn, you do see a tiny bit of the red yarn through it. I didn't have this problem when I was using the red and the pink color combo. So if that bothers you, you may want to use colors that are a bit closer together and less contrasting. So you can make all kinds of things with this stitch. You can make like a bag or a pouch or a keychain or something. And you can all make it like Valentine's themed using this stitch, and then all the Valentine's colors like red and pink and stuff. I also think this would look really cool in like a super chunky yarn and then in a sweater form. And yeah, that's the end of the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!